Yeah, Jason, the biggest story in tennis has boiled over. Steve Weissman back alongside John Wertheim and Chanda Rubin. Naomi Osaka just announced that she has withdrawn from Roland Garros this year. Obviously, before the tournament, Chanda, she said she was not going to speak to the press. And John, she was fined $15,000 after her first round win for not talking to the press. And then the 4 Grand Slams came out and said that they would potentially punish her further and say that she could be defaulted from this event, potentially suspended from other tournaments. In the end, Osaka decided to withdraw today. What's your reaction?
You know, it's interesting. I mean, we'll read parts of her statement, but I remember us talking about it a couple of days ago after the statement from the Grand Slams came out, and I said, you know, maybe she shouldn't be playing. And it wasn't because I didn't want to see her playing. It was because, you know, initially when she seemed to make her statement, part of the point was to try to take some pressure off, bring the temperature down, allow her to not have to do these press conferences and just focus on her tennis. And this has been having the opposite effect. And, you know, I think back to Naomi Osaka, how she was over the course of the summer, what she was standing up for. And as a Black woman, I have to say, I was so impressed with her poise, her maturity, standing up for social justice, for the fact that Black lives should be valued, and it seems so thought out. This situation, you know, similar in terms of the importance, mental illness, mental health rather, but it didn't seem as well thought out from Naomi Osaka. And I think, you know, she's still growing. She's still young. She's still working out, you know, who she is, how she wants to use her platform. She is incredibly powerful, and she has shown real mental strength. And hopefully she's got good family support around her to help her work through this time in her life. But, you know, certainly we look forward to having her back out there.
She said in the statement, John, that she has suffered long bouts of depression since the U.S. Open in 2018 and has a hard time coping with that. She said she never wanted to be a distraction and that she wants the focus to go back to tennis here in Paris. Why did it come to this, though, in the end?
That's a great question, and that's the real pity of this. At about 1 p.m. yesterday, she'd won her first match. She seemed cheerful. She conducted an on-court interview, and you said, okay, controversy over, we can get on with our lives. The fact that this has flared up again is really a pity. I think nobody has really covered themselves particularly in glory, and I think my main sort of overarching thought is just at some level empathy for Naomi Osaka. I don't think she handled this particularly well. I don't think this was, you know, particularly polished. I'm not sure she thought it through, but the truth is this was a very personal statement. This wasn't so much defiance as self-care, and if we're looking for a silver lining, I would point out that there's the 39-year-old woman is about to take the court later today, so there is a chance it doesn't have to be a career ender. This can be a blip, but right now this is just a deeply unfortunate situation.
Unfortunate for the entire sport. I don't think this is how anybody wanted the story to end. I want to get the thoughts back in the booth from Jason and Lindsay on this breaking news that Naomi Osaka has withdrawn from Roland Garros.
Well, Steve, thanks very much. I mean, it's a shock more than anything else, Lindsay. We were just here enjoying day 2 of our live coverage, and of course Naomi, as far as tennis was concerned, trying to enjoy the challenge of becoming as good on this surface as she has on her other surfaces. But to talk about deep bouts of depression is a very serious situation for Naomi. I don't think any of us realized that was going on.
Yeah, gosh, it was just heartbreaking to read her statement that she just released a little while ago. It gives a little bit more context to exactly what she was going through. And again, she also apologized to all the tennis journalists. She certainly did not mean to cause this type of ruckus. She doesn't like this type of chaos as well. Actually brought more attention to it, as Chanda said. It's just, we all hope that first and foremost, she's going to be okay, and a break maybe is really what she needs right now. An awful lot of pressure on her as she's become this global superstar, not all over the world, not only for her tennis, but for everything else she stands for. She also has a lot of media and commercial commitments, and it seemed to all just boil over in this season. And whether it was the clay, her sister came out with some kind of statement last night that referenced her play on clay and how that was affecting her confidence, and then apologized. It just seemed to be a lot of balls in the air, and this is probably the right decision. As she said also, timing is probably not perfect. I think if she could have a do-over, maybe she would have pulled out a couple of days ago, but it's really unfortunate, and we just hope for that she is okay and that she will be okay whenever that is, however long it takes.
It's interesting you referenced that comment, I think it was on Reddit, by her sister, where she talked about how affected she was by a comment from one of her relatives about her not playing particularly well on the clay. And it just shows how fragile her mindset is, when we tend to think of all of the world's greatest athletes that have been so mentally strong, and that's obviously not the case here. So where does she go from here?
Yeah, it's an interesting story. I mean, we saw how uncomfortable she was originally on the center stage and giving press conferences, and we've also seen her blossom into this amazing spokeswoman the last couple of years, and you can see it's just taken its toll on her. And I would imagine she is very close with her family. Her parents have done a remarkable job the last few years of grooming the superstar, then stepping back and letting her live her life. I would imagine that her family and her support team is really going to rally around her, really try and build her back up. We're going to see her back. We're going to see her back stronger than ever, I hope. And we just don't know when that is. Could be a couple weeks, maybe it's a few months, but hopefully she takes the time that she needs. Has a lot of things going on. Remember, last week was just announced she makes over $50 million a year in off-court endorsements. What a life-changing event it was, winning the U.S. Open a number of years ago, and she's still adjusting.
Yeah, let's hope, just as tennis fans, that we see her back sooner rather than later, and let's hope that she will be competing at Wimbledon, if not, of course, on the hard courts swing in North America in the summer. But, of course, it's a big disappointment for us as tennis fans here, Steve.
It certainly is a disappointment, and it highlights the fact that you truly never know what somebody is going through at any time. Naomi went on to say in her statement, anyone that knows me knows I'm introverted, and anyone that has seen me at the tournaments will notice that I'm often wearing headphones, as that helps dull my social anxiety. John, it was Osaka that made the first statement. The tournaments responded. Now Osaka has withdrawn. How do you think the tournaments should respond from here?
I think everyone needs to turn down the temperature on this. I mean, we didn't have to get to this point, and now that we're at this unfortunate point, everyone give her space. I think you raise a good point, which is we know about scans. We know about injuries. You can see x-rays. We are all still learning about mental health and mental illness, and you can be the highest paid female athlete in the world, and you can win the last two majors. That does not insulate you from mental health issues. And I think if she returns at Wimbledon, the good thing about tennis, there are lots of entry points. If she returns at Wimbledon in a few weeks, great. If she needs more time, take it. But I think everyone just needs to turn down the temperature on this.
She ended the statement, Chanda, with, I love you, I'll see you when I see you. When do you think we'll see Naomi Osaka next?
Well, hopefully it's when she's ready, when, she has worked through, some of the things that she has to work through in her mind, and when she's comfortable, when she can play more freely, more relaxed tennis, that's when she's playing her best, and that's what we love to see. I mean, she has been a dynamic young woman on the court as well as off, and you consider the power in her game, what she represents, the diversity that, she represents every time she walks onto the court, and how many people can relate to her. And consider also how, she's so young, and the fact that, when she came out onto the scene winning Indian Wells, how much she's grown, how much she's matured in terms of accepting the limelight, being able, to do interviews and be more comfortable. But we never know what she's dealing with, what any player's dealing with inside. They're having to grow up in the public eye and with all of the responsibilities that Naomi Osaka has, with all the endorsements and the responsibilities, the sponsors, as well as what she feels internally. It's a lot. And Lindsay touched on that. She needs space. Hopefully everyone can give her that. And, I just wish her the best, and hopefully she takes the time she needs.
Absolutely. She always had the power in her game. She's finding that power in her voice. Once again, this is the defending U.S. Open champion. This is the defending Australian Open champion. And she's now withdrawn from this tournament, Roland Garros 2021.